I should let you know, this is me from the future, that you can also practice this really slow. And it sounds really cool either way. So, alright, so today we're going to be going over a pretty unique bluesy rock, I guess. The vamp is pretty simple. So let's just open on your low E, open D, and then hammer on 2nd fret to your E note, just an octave above your low E. And you're palm muting that, so you're keeping the flat of your palm here right along the bridge there to deaden the strings. And you can let off and hit them harder or lighter, hit your strings harder or lighter, because you can put a ton of dynamics into this. And that's one of the funnest things about playing this for me. When I wrote it, it's just something I played for days, because it was just so fun messing around with the dynamics and coming up with different little licks. And I've only got a few in here that I'll show you. And as always, I would encourage you to come up with your own licks to fit between the vamps, because it's just fun coming up with your own unique licks. So the first one is like straight out of Voodoo Child, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix. On electric, they tend to bend it. On acoustic, I just do a hammer on. So that's on the G string, 2, hammer on to 3, pull up, back to open, and then back to that E note, and then back into the vamp. Oh, sorry about that. It's my dog shaking the camera. I'll be moving next week, so I'll have a much better setup than this. And that's another lick. And that is, so it's open on the D, 1 and 2 hammer on. And then open G string and hammer onto your G major. Even though this is really played in E minor, I do hammer on the major 3rd note on occasion in this, and it doesn't change the key. It just adds a note out of the major key. So that one is open D, 1, 2, open G string, and then hammer on the 1, and that's your major 3rd from your E chord. And then the last note is just the open high E string, and then I'm hitting that open E on every downbeat. And if that's too hard, just play the melody notes until your thumb gets used to just continually thumping, and just practice that. That can be daunting, but don't let that frustrate you. If you're new to fingerstyle blues, don't let your right thumb stop you from playing. It will get so it just does its thing without you paying attention. The whole time you have to think about it, it's super frustrating for everybody. Like anytime you're learning a new picking pattern, your thumb just does not listen to you until it becomes automatic. For me anyhow. And actually, I heard Tommy Emmanuel say the same thing. And if Tommy Emmanuel still has trouble with his right thumb on occasion, boy howdy, no right thumb tends to listen. Or left thumb, if you're left-handed, of course. And then the other lick out of this, the other short lick. So that's open on the A string. So open 1, 2, and then pull back off to 0. And then hammer on or strum or pluck your G note, 3rd fret on the low E string. And then 2nd fret back on your D string. And then low E again. You can do all that with your thumb. I do it different all the time. It's probably, I don't know. Do whatever's comfortable for your right hand with that one. There's no real right way to do it. And then the next bit is a bit longer, but you're just going, and then you're back right into the licks that you know. So are the ones I just showed you. So you're doing 5-3-0 3, 5-3-0 5 on the B string. So on the high E, and that's really all you gotta learn. And then you go right back into the licks I already showed you. And that's just your pentatonic scale, except with open notes too. And then a little trill there on the G string, and then right back into that Voodoo Child lick. So that last time I was playing the notes on the downbeats, and when I'm actually playing the song, I don't do that. I play the notes in between the downbeats. The downbeats are on the thumb. And then after that, you're right back into the Voodoo Child thing. And then back into the, and then right into, and then we jump into the A chord. And this is just a lot of repeating here. The vamp is the exact same there, and then I slide up to, and that is 9 and 8 on the G string and B string, and then slide down to 7-5, and then just a little trill from 7 to 8 on the G string. And you're just hitting your A note, and instead of, so we'll start here. So you can go back here and do it, just play it just like you do an E, but then I do it right there on hammering on 5 and 7 on a D string. It's the same notes. And then you got the exact same licks as you have for E. And that makes it easier to learn, certainly, because you're just repeating the same licks until you get a feel for it and come up with new licks of your own. And then I go back into this lick, and then I come back down here because it sets me up for the turnaround, which I go, which is a B7 chord. So you got your middle finger on the A string, 2nd fret, D string, 1st fret, G string, 2nd fret, high E string, 2nd fret. Okay, anyhow, Johnny Cash. Anyhow, so that's sliding up to C sharp, and then down, and then back into the E. So what I'm doing with my right hand is plucking the G string, well, the A string, then the G string, and sliding up, and then back to the A string. And then the last note, I always pick the highest note. And then you're just hammering on that major 3rd on your E again, which is 1st fret G string. And then you're right back into it.